It's a beautiful Wu-Tang Wednesday up in Shaolin.
What up?
Had a lot of fun with that set. Played everything from Don't Walk Away to I Admit It to Use This Gospel to Elevation Worship. That's how we do. That's how we do on a later than Wednesday afternoon. And speaking of Use This Gospel, this dude just dropped a fire project.
What up?
I got the one and only Dot Dali in the building.
Yes, sir.
What up, man?
It's good, bro.
Good to have you, bro.
For the platform, bro.
Yeah, of course, man.
Not too many people handing out opportunities out here, so much appreciated to you. You know, what up? It's your boy Dot Dali, Underdogs Bite 2, Real Rap, Shaolin, Brooklyn, Park Slope Dope. What up?
So last time you were here, you annihilated the Type 88 freestyle.
Yeah, something like.
You did a Type 88-minute freestyle.
Yeah.
And you went in, bro. And
yeah, man, it's only right. Everybody I've seen come up here has murdered it, so it was only right. It's only right. Looking forward to doing it again later on.
Yeah, you're back. You're always welcome. And it was really cool. It was really memorable because you had the whole family with you.
Yeah.
Your
Sometimes
kids,
travel in the pack,
the wife, the crew, and it was just it was real. So
yeah,
that's cool that you're out here following your dreams, but you're taking your family with you, and you're managing and balancing everything.
It's a fact, bro. I'm a real person, man. I work, got a family, but I still gotta, you still gotta take time for yourself and for your dreams and stuff, man. And linking with good people like yourself just makes it all sweeter,
That's real, man. So I know you've been in this game for a minute.
Yeah,
maybe we could talk about maybe that entry point where maybe things started to take off for you.
Yeah, man. I say I started really rapping around 2012. 2012. I say I dropped my first project, Break Bread. First version of Dot Drop, Volume 1. I mean, I was just raw, man. It was just give me the beat. Let me vent. Let me get my stuff off. But it's 2019 now, so it's grown into so much, man. I'm so proud of myself because looking for reasons to live, man. Going through mental issues and just hardships. Everybody goes through, but sometimes you just need that outlet, man. And I found my outlet in music, so here I am, Dot Dali.
That's amazing, bro. And the name Dot Dali, maybe you could kind of talk about where you even came up with that or how it even came about.
It took some time. I never really seen myself as an artist, or I used to always write. I used to always have these deep thoughts and deep visions and stuff, but I really followed Tupac. Tupac was like my inspiration. I used to listen to Hail Mary hundreds of times, just the little chimes in the beat. It was something different about it, man. And I studied that man, and he had Machiavelli. So I said, I need me a Machiavelli. Who's gonna be my Machiavelli as an artist? To display my art. And I found Salvador Dali. He's a painter, but a lot of people don't know who he is or his famous bodies of work. So I said, this is perfect, man. This is a perfect way for me to incorporate something else with my music and make it bigger than me. So shouts to Salvador Dali, man.
Shout out to him. So I know you came up with the Real Rap Game regime.
Yeah.
It's basically how you kind of got into this.
Yeah. Shouts to my brother Timmy Flight, my underdog brother, man, and my brother Grim. Yeah, man. Real Rap was it was alive and it's still alive, but it's manufactured different now, man. We had a big group, man, from Ihaya, Capo, Marcus Dents, Ventrese the Fourth. There was a lot of us, man. We was trying to be Wu-Tang, man. There's 9 white dudes, black dudes, Spanish dude. It didn't matter, bro. We all rapped and we all had similar content. So, shouts to the Real Rap regime. No hard feelings, man. It's all love at this point. But yeah, shouts to Underdogs Bite 2 as well, man. That's my team. That's what we do. That's what we do, man.
That's real, bro. Hold on one sec. I'm just going to make a quick adjustment of the sound.
Take your time, bro. Take your time.
It's a blessing to come up in the game and have someone or multiple people with you. So that's real, man.
Now having a team is everything, man. You can't do everything by yourself. It's not, isolation all the time. You need people. So, reach out if you need help. I didn't know it. The first thing about recording, I knew how to write, I knew how to spit, but I couldn't put it all together. But my brother Flight, he really helped me with that, man. He really helped me with just learning how the studio process goes and how everything goes, man. So
that's amazing.
I'm still a student of the game, man. I'm still 7-8 years in, but I barely scratched the surface, bro. I can't believe that I'm even here to talk about this. So I'm just excited, man.
It's amazing to see. It's always great to see people following their goals and their dreams. And how did you even find hip hop? Because you said you only started rapping 7 years ago. Maybe you could kind of talk about maybe that first album that really hit you.
Man, the first album I ever got was Capital Punishment, Big Pun.
Wow.
Oh my God. I just got the car. I just got a nice little Jeep. Man, I turned that thing up and it just captured me, man. It's so therapeutic to listening to it is therapeutic in itself, but to get it off of your soul like that, there's nothing that beats that in my opinion. Just hip hop just lives in me, and I have to do it. It's something that I don't need to do, but I feel like I have to do. You know what I'm saying?
That's real, man. I remember that album, and I remember the artwork inside, and I remember the features and.
By the time I got it, he was already passed. Oh,
it was already,
really? Yeah. He was already passed. It was late 2000s when I actually bought the album and really dissected it for what it was. But yeah, man, I still feel like he's walking the earth right now just because of the impact that he had on my life, man. I was born in the Bronx. He's a Bronx native, man. New York.
Yeah, man. His features, I remember he did that on the Clue. He did a track with Onyx, Shut Him Down.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, just the energy, man.
Band from TV. Do you remember that?
Band from stuff like that. Yeah, exactly, man. Stuff like that. Still trying to bring those beats back, in ciphers and stuff. Just keep hip hop alive, man. Hip hop saved my life, man. Real talk, real rap.
It's cool. It's like the world we live in now. It's interesting. It's kind of like you go to the supermarket. Like you could go to the organic section.
Yeah.
You could go to the cereal aisle. Maybe get something quick. That's maybe manufactured in a factory, and it tastes good in the moment.
Yeah, but
you don't really take that substance.
It's not that soul food, man. It doesn't.
Then you could go to the produce. And I consider that real hip hop, the produce,
yeah, man.
It stays with you. It gives you something more.
That's a fact. We always called it real rap, man. The rap is just real, man. It's relatable. It's not nonsense, It's real. So if you're doing real rap out there, then salute to you,
Yeah, it's cool, and the way the world is too. People are always yo, there's no real hip hop, and I'm yo. You just gotta, it's literally like you're back in the day and you're looking for records.
Yeah. Digging through the crates, man. There's so many underground artists in this borough alone, let alone the whole city, let alone the country, man, and overseas, and just different types of beats. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing, man.
If I'm digging through Spotify right now,
and
I'm trying to find that real hip hop, we know the Puns and the Wu-Tangs and the Rakims.
Yeah.
Who maybe, if someone's looking through their Spotify crates right now that they don't know exists, who would you say are a couple of records you would pull out for someone maybe trying to find that real rap?
I'm going to speak to the younger generation because I don't want to go back to Rakim and
yeah.
That's 80s. That's cool. That's those are the forefathers. But for some of the younger generation that don't know, I would really look up artists like Joey Badass. He has the whole pro era movement. That's basically what what we do, man. Just a real authentic. There's a consciousness to it. Like, you know, there's room for there's a balance. You need balance in the game. You could do the trap stuff, but you could throw a little message in there. It don't have to be mindless music, you know. So definitely Joey Badass.
Okay.
I listen to a lot of just East Coast hardcore rap, though. You know,
Yeah.
Personally,
Put me on.
Yeah, like every day. I think I listen to Lloyd Banks like every day. It's
Really?
sad. It's sad because, you know, he's not the most relevant artist, but
Yeah.
but you know, sometimes that's not what you need, man. Sometimes you need somebody that really understands what you went through and what you're going through, and as long as you can channel their energy, man, then support it. Support good music.
Who that we haven't heard on the radio,
Okay.
or maybe someone who was under like a major label.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, I would say, if you're a younger generation, I would say Eddie I is probably
that's 100%
top of my list, even with commercial artists.
Yeah.
In terms of something that I could enjoy and hear a story.
Yeah, I personally like Eddie I myself. I've had conversations with that man, and just to see his growth in a short amount of time, and he's still a young man.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even, like, I'm just happy for that man, and I would definitely refer him to anybody that's looking for good music. I would say Lyrics Really, though, my boy Grim, Flight.
Okay.
All my underdogs. Underdogs Bite 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me think, man, off the top of my head. If I forget you, don't be mad, man. Don't be mad, cause you know I show you love on the daily. But yeah, man, it's just so many artists, man. It's hard to pinpoint. It depends on you and depends on how your soul moves and what moves you. You know.
I got Paul Mars on that list.
Mars.
Like, if you want that rap like that,
you know who I don't think I've personally met him. Frank Nitty. I appreciate what he brings to the table. His energy, he is a really he's very dope. He's very dope. I would love to work with him one day if possible, you know. But yeah, check him out. Check me out. Shit, Dot Dali. We do this, man.
Not to put any leaks out there, but me and him may have something
See,
coming very soon.
That's what's up. Yeah, definitely. Shouts to him, man.
I'd say him.
Shouts to Dave.
I would highly recommend the homie Prima 777.
Okay, shouts to Intel too.
And yeah, he was right.
Shouts to Intel too.
Right there too. Like,
yeah, man, he's definitely helped me. I think he shot one of the first music videos I was ever a part of. He was holding the camera, man. So when he's not making music and being a legendary second generation guy, you know, he's putting in work, and that's respectable. Like, I will always respect that, and 10 toes down, salute to that man. Shouts to Intel, shouts to the whole Wu-Tang. Salute, man.
Yeah, man, there's so many good peeps.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I can ramble on for days, man. Honestly.
My homie VR, he goes in.
Yeah, I watched his Type 88 freestyle. I think he was top 3 for sure. He killed it.
He went in. He's actually been here a couple of times.
Yeah, he definitely killed it.
And,
gotta meet some of these people, man.
Oh yeah, C434.
Oh yeah. Shouts to C.
He takes you. You feel like you're literally in a new state when you're hearing his vibe.
And the whole commission.
He takes you to where he's from.
Yeah, man.
And you feel like you're in that black truck.
Well.
Yeah.
He makes beats as well. So
engineers, records.
Yeah, he has the sound. That's stuff like that, man.
He loves his craft.
Yeah, man. I seen him on Sway in the Morning the other day.
Yes.
That's how you know, man. Breaking through.
It's
all the artists breaking through, man. Finding a way.
Staten Island, man. It's we are not forgotten, and we will not be forgotten.
But there's some legendary. Shouts to Fest Taylor and Cheddar Bang and all the artists that put out multiple projects, multiple tapes that's still streaming today. Like, salute to everybody, man. The hard hitting generals. Damn, I could go on.
Malcolm
for days.
Penn.
Yes, Malcolm Penn. So, I love what he does in the community. That alone is just.
He's spreading that light, man.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Apocalypse.
Bro,
whole movements, man.
I could just. It's cool. It's really cool to just see that I remember coming up, there used to be an event called Freestyle Mondays, and it was hosted by Ill Spoken.
Out here?
It was actually in, I think, Lower East Side.
Okay.
This guy, Ill Spoken, bro, he did this for years. He would have a live band. He would literally make up choruses on the spot and then create the way we do the cypher, bro, but create a whole live music vibe with the real beat.
That's a different type of energy.
The
right
band
there.
behind.
I can feel that, and I ain't even there.
Bro, he has gone to do amazing things. Like, he's the Knicks DJ now. Yeah. He's toured all over the country and different.
Shouts to the Knicks, man. I'm too loyal.
He's killing it, man. And
that's what's up.
Bro, and I met some people. I don't know if you know Homeboy Sandman.
Nah, I'm not familiar.
Yo, great.
I got some young boys though, like a lot of my boy Kenny Waters. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but
I do know.
Man, like if you just get to vibe with these guys in the studio, the Sun King, Apollo Cade, Adam Child, V Styles. Yo, these dudes is barely 20 years old, man, making radio quality music. Just underground, man. Just gotta show support to your city, man.
That's real, bro. And speaking of, I don't know if you know Lady Bree.
Lady Bree.
She's a young lady out of Notre Dame Academy over in Notre Dame.
Okay.
The school we always see playing football on TV. Yeah.
You gotta have good grades.
Full ride to Notre Dame. Just came back from A3C. Came on this show, ripped up a couple of beats right before she came back. She went to Tokyo, did shows there. She was on a class trip, turned it into like an album. Met producers and stuff while she was out there. Truly capitalized on
Shouts to everybody on their grind, man.
Shout out.
Small, big moves, everything counts, man. Keep dreaming, man. Keep working.
Bro, and it's cool thinking about, having dreams, and I think we all kind of hit a wall sometimes, and not even just with a dream, but in life. And it could kind of make us do things that we may be like, or even think of doing things that may take us out of our normal flow.
Yeah.
But but then if people really look on the other side, there's a lot of light to be found.
That's true.
And speaking of that, maybe you could kind of talk about, like, spirituality and kind of figuring out, finding the light, and going on to, like, make this project and really, share your passion for the light.
Yeah, man. Definitely the spiritual aspect of just life is very important. It's very important. I take a moment to just dwell on this. Like, honestly, without your soul, man, you can't do anything, man. You're just a shell. You're just a shell of yourself, man. You're going to a 9-to-5 that you don't like. You're selling yourself out. You feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, or you're not where you're supposed to be. You owe it to yourself to live that through, because one day you're not going to be here, and all you leave back is those memories, not those couple of dollars you made from the job or nothing like that. You leave back, your passion, your heart, your soul, So I tried to incorporate that in my new project, Block Gospel. It's hip hop, man. It's hip hop to the death, but it's not just rap. Like, hip hop, so many samples. You could do house music, freaking the blues, anything incorporated. So I just incorporated hip hop with a little bit of the gospel feel. It still bumps in the street. It's still conscious. It's still, but I just went where my soul took me, man, and my soul took me to Block Gospel. And that's streaming on all major platforms right now, man.
That's real. And that's kind of crazy because, I grew up listening, Lecrae, and, I like Andy Mineo. And I guess if you look up their genre, it's Christian rap.
Yeah.
Would you consider this Christian rap? Like, how do you label?
Me personally, I wouldn't throw it in that box.
Yeah.
I would consider myself a Christian, but at the same time, I curse, I drink, I smoke. I don't want to be a total hypocrite of what it is. It's still raw. It's still pain involved. It's still, you know. But it takes nothing to give thanks to God, man. It takes nothing to take a moment to take a step back and say, you know what, there's something bigger than me out here that's more important. So I wouldn't consider it Christian. I couldn't play in a church. I don't know.
Got you.
Maybe I could, but I got to be censored too, you know.
Got you.
So it's a little rawer than Christian rap, but it's a little more conscious than trap music at the same time. You know, it's a balance.
That's crazy, bro. Because on the parallel side, we know most of these people know him. Kanye. He came out with a project.
Yeah, the Jesus is King, right?
Inspired, inspired by the man upstairs
This is what we've been doing, man. This is what we.
It's cool.
Yeah, my whole team, Underdogs by Two. Since the real rap days, I felt like something spiritual was brewing that whole time, and I'm forced to rap like this now. I can't not do it. It's not right. I wouldn't feel like myself if I didn't throw a line in there about God once in a while or something like that. So yeah, shouts to Kanye for the inspiration to just drop it, you know, feel confident enough. But
yeah,
me and Timmy Flight, I think it was 2016, we dropped Late for Church. You can't, if you drive on the highway to Late for Church, I think you're gonna drive off the road. That's how ridiculously spiritual it moves the car for you. Like I don't know how to put it there, but yeah, man, sometimes the spiritual world is real. It's closer than you think, man. It's closer.
That's real, man. That's why I had to throw some elevation on there.
Did you actually listen to the whole Jesus is King album? Because I haven't.
I did. Yeah.
I haven't heard it like that.
I did hear it, and it's people, I think, always are expecting the college dropout.
Yeah.
Or like
everybody wants
the graduation.
That. Everybody wants that.
Because they remember that feeling that they got when they heard that, and it was just like the most refreshing. That's how it felt for me.
Yeah,
like
I remember listening to that album, man.
Everything, graduation, visually to the artwork, it was like you have like a pop artist doing your cover.
Yeah.
Like every aspect was covered. Stronger with Daft Punk, and I honestly feel that was.
No, the production is flawless. That's.
And the influence of that album, even though maybe it was influenced by things that maybe most people didn't know about, but the way he brought that influence to pop culture, pop rap culture, that was a shifting moment.
Yeah, man.
And to hear Jesus is King, I had an open ear to it, even though Ye didn't shake me the same way. College Dropout, I try to open everything.
Yeah, everybody your work is different, man.
Yeah. Ye was just short for me. It felt like he was making history by helping other people put out like 7 songs.
Yeah. Yep.
And it was just like, might as well.
Yeah.
I like full bodies of work, and I like that this was. I personally think he did his thing. I
definitely got to check that out.
I personally feel that what he's doing, I think, is going to inspire other people to check into Jesus, or maybe they checked out, maybe they're going to give him another chance, or maybe people completely had the door closed.
Kanye was a little off the rock. We didn't know how to feel about Kanye for a while. So this puts me in at least, let me try to understand this man. Let me not just turn my back on somebody who helped me, man, who helped me at times. You can't. Exactly. That's real love, man. So shouts to Kanye.
It's King. I really think he did what no one could ever do by supporting a president which many of his fans don't like, and get away with it. Yeah, I think if a Little Mama, if a T-Boz, or if someone maybe that didn't have, nothing against those people, dope artists, if they did it, they may have been completely Roseanne. In the game.
No, easily. Very easily. He was strong enough to...
He did it and somehow did it. And
he's still relevant.
And a lot of people, I guess, forget, you know what I mean? And it's not... And I think what he talks about is just like, it is what it is. I'm supporting this. Get over it. But I think he's one of few people that could have done that.
Yeah, he told me to be your own man. It's just stand on your own too, and if there's something you believe in, if you believe make America great again, cool for you. You know, let me try to understand that. But I know where I stand with certain things. But respect is another thing, and I could at least respect it. You know,
as I said, I think he's one of few people that could have done that. Him and Jay, I feel like probably could have pulled it off. And I have theories about certain things. I probably won't go into everything, but in terms of the album, there were some highlights in it.
Yeah.
Use This Gospel, I really like. I played that during the set. Follow God, I really enjoy. It felt like a song that would have been on like College Dropout, that maybe was a little too not pop enough. I feel like Everything We Need with Ty Dolla $ign. Anytime, I'm a big fan of Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah, for sure.
Those were probably my highlights of it. I liked the beginning with the choir. I thought that was cool.
He been doing the Sunday service lately. I've been
doing
checking those out.
It's cool. I think he's using his influence in a good way.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy about. I don't think the album's going to be everyone's cup of tea.
Not at all.
And I think
that's a guarantee.
I think he rubbed a few people the wrong way, but I think he only he could do these type of things where it's like completely almost lose everyone as a fan and then just like do something like this and like.
Yeah, I respect artists that go on that limb, and sometimes you lose fans. You lose fans doing what you love to do, but as long as you're yourself, then your real fans, your real core people will rock with you.
Yeah, and certain songs I want to keep hearing, but some of the album I don't.
Yeah.
Like the replay value.
Some stuff is filler. It's just like fill it out and paint the picture a little bit, but.
But he did it. He did what he can, and I think it's gonna work for both him, and I think hopefully it's bringing people closer to God, and I feel like if you could do that, that's pretty powerful, and I feel he's probably one of the most influential people in pop culture. I don't really know anyone who's more, maybe besides his wife, but I think he's more trusted than his wife.
Yeah, his wife is more of she's a symbol,
Yeah. So he's been putting out albums consistently. I'm gonna probably keep checking them.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of him, and
sure, Kanye he's definitely a legend. Producer wise, rapping wise, he's good also, but just the production sometimes, man, I wish.
Yeah,
wish I could get him in a closed space. 20 minutes. We don't gotta talk too much.
What I've learned about him and listening to him, what I really appreciate, he has a lot of people in the room. It's like a think tank in the studio.
Yeah.
I think in the beginning a lot of it was him, but I think he's always been an orchestrator of talent and getting the talent to deliver on his bigger picture. And like now he's like, he got like Mike Dean and he got Pusha, and he probably has like 10 other MCs in the room too that are probably going line for line, and he's probably literally hand-picking words that people have said. I would just love to see how that is.
Yeah, there was a point where good music was on top, man. They had the whole the Mercy and all that stuff, man. It's definitely put out good projects, quality work. You can't deny that kind of stuff.
I think it's cool how he almost shifted gears for Travis to kind of become the light where he was. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
interesting.
Like, I feel like the game shifted and he kind of like saw it and,
see, that's another thing too. Like the game shifted. It definitely is a new sound. The sound wasn't alive a couple years ago. It just wasn't.
Bro, Eminem can't even put out a song now without millions of people being angry about it.
Yeah,
because the sound is so different with the way Drake and Cudi.
He don't want to throw the auto-tune on his shit. He don't. He really don't. It's
hard for him to even put out a project. Bro, he probably put out Kamikaze because he had to. Because the album before that just didn't get
Yeah.
The response.
See, but we needed kamikaze from him. We needed that, even if it came with a little failure. But that just shows even the
Bro, he's
a
my
top
dude.
artist of all time, at least of the
Of course.
90s. You know, at least of our era. He's one of the top in the conversation at all times, and even he can fail. He had a song with Beyonce that just didn't even do good.
Yeah.
I didn't like that song. It was cool, but it wasn't. It felt forced, you know. But Kamikaze felt like I need to do this.
Yeah. Bro, and he, honestly, bro, even if everyone in the USA didn't listen to Eminem, bro, he would still
yep.
be more than okay. Like, bro, he's in Germany doing shows for like 100,000 people.
Just for a night.
You know what I mean? Making what he needs in a year, probably in one day.
Yeah.
So, like, we're very unforgiving in the USA. It's probably New York, the least forgiving, especially in music.
Mm-hmm.
Or
New York be ready to throw you away. They don't love you like that. Not for too long.
I'm from a tough city, but me, I always try to listen to M and Ye with open ears, knowing as a creative, I don't want to do what I did the day before.
Yeah.
So I like that you dropped the block gospel.
Yes, sir.
And you still kept it to the core.
Yeah, man.
What you've been about.
I see myself as like a mixtape artist before, you know. So I got 9 mixtapes, you know. So between that, I turned that into one serious album or 2 serious albums, you know. So
that's real, bro. What I really like too, that you really, I'm a big fan of underdogs.
Yes.
People be like, oh, who's going against? Who do you want, the Warriors or the other team? I'm like the other team. and I love Clay. I like Steph's cool.
Mm-hmm. At one point, they was the underdogs at one point, but you know,
Clay's one of my favorite players in the game. But I'm always like, nah, I want Mavericks.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
I want Denver.
Mm-hmm. I respect that.
You know, if it's the Knicks, well, luckily the Knicks are always the underdogs.
Yeah. The Knicks not even underdogs. We're not even considered right now. We're a joke, but it ain't funny.
Paying dues again.
Yeah. It is what it is. I'm liking RJ right now, and that's about it. Everything else is like ...
Everyone got better when they got a little better. So that was the tough part.
Yeah, man. It's hard to build. It's hard to rebuild all the time. Start from scratch. Every time you feel like shit didn't work, all right, what are we going to do? Recalibrate. And it's definitely a hard thing to do. So I understand the struggle. But yeah, being an underdog, man, that's what drives me, man. People saying you can't do it or think you can't do it or think you don't got a hit in the stash or they don't think you write as much as you do. Like they underestimate you in all aspects. Even when you at the top, even people like Eminem, you know, that kamikaze, that was underdog energy that he brought to the table. It took him a while to get it because, you know, he had to flop real quick and say, oh, maybe I'm not the greatest rapper. What? You serious? Okay. There you go, man. So channel that underdog energy and get it done, man. There's always somebody doubting you somewhere.
That's excellent, bro.
Or not believing in you. Whichever one. One and the same.
Did you always feel like an underdog coming up?
Yeah.
Just even in life?
100%, man. Playing sports, going to junior college, feeling like I needed a D1, at least D1 AA. I feel like I was at least D1 AA. But, you know, politics, you got to know the right people. You got to be nice to the people want you to kiss ass.
Yeah.
You know, there's always something that's not in your favor, but you can't let that get in your way. Somebody's watching you. Somebody's always peeping. If not, just do it for yourself, man. Do it for yourself because you owe it to yourself.
How do you reverse? Maybe it's, you know, maybe because underdog, some people may feel against the wall. Some people may feel the odds are stacked against them.
Yeah.
What's your formula to biting two?
It's just, man, it's gotta be in you, man. You gotta have the will to win, man. That's the win is the whatever is necessary, man. You really gotta just put all your cards out there, man, and give it your all, man. I respect somebody who will lose by one, man. If you lose by one, it's respectable, man. You put up a fight, you better for the next fight, you know? So that's being an underdog, man, it's just it's almost a privilege. I thrive off the pain, man. Every loss that I've came up with has made me prepare better or made me stronger. So in the long run, being an underdog is helpful. You know, Underdog was a superhero too as well. I don't know if you remember that cartoon, man. He was definitely, he didn't look like a superhero. He didn't look like he had powers. He didn't look like nothing. He looked like a dog with a U on his shirt. But low key, he was saving the city daily, doing little stuff. So shouts to all my underdogs, man. Shouts to Grim, shouts to Flight, John Paul. What up, man?
That's real, man. Yes. I feel like we could all relate, especially anyone with a goal, anyone with a dream. Yeah. We never just start in that goal, you know, whatever there is. And then we get there, and then there's like, you know, we all evolve, and we're trying to think of we're trying to move to the next thing. And
yeah, man. I always personally think about it like, I personally don't think I'm the best rapper alive. Personally, I always feel like there's somebody better than me somewhere. But honestly, I don't think nobody goes as hard as me. When it's time to write and sit and channel the beat, I don't feel like you could put more effort in than I do. So that's my superpower. I go hard, period. That's just it. Somebody sitting at home with better rhymes but ain't putting them out. So who's winning? At the end of the day, you just got to keep climbing the ladder, man. Keep climbing, and you'll be amongst those stars eventually, man. Even if it's underground, even if it's main stage, man, success is what you make it, man. I feel very successful just standing here with you, talking. It's everything, man.
That's excellent, man. We actually I'm working on a shirt with someone, and it's basically, you know, creating your own success.
Yes, sir.
And we really got to define our own, because I always hear like comparison could really crush us if we're worried about, oh, my best friend, he got his home and he got the 2 cars, and you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man, you got a unique voice or a unique sound or a unique perspective. Like, that's different, man. That's something that the world doesn't have, man. Like, even the whole stereotype movement, I think that's so dope.
Thank you.
That's completely dope, man. That's underdog stuff, man. And it'll blow up, and it'll take the world by storm, man. One shirt at a time, one idea at a time, one podcast at a time.
That's real, man.
It's a whole lot of bricks to build the house up.
I always say that. I always say brick by brick.
Yeah.
And
I agree with that.
It's really cool too, because I think about what I go through, and I'm like, and it's weird because when you're in stereotypes, the only relationship I've been in for 11 years.
Oh, that was deep.
Really, like straight up, like I've been in some. They didn't last 11 years.
Yeah, yeah.
So like what I've learned with it, it's just like, I think something that's been hitting me a lot lately is unconditional love. Mm-hmm. It's just knowing like there will be a day where it's going to be annoying. Yep. It's going to suck. It's going to be something that you don't want to do. You know what I mean? A lot of people are like, oh, you know, you do whatever you want, and you just...
Yeah, but 11 years, that's yo, there's so many failures in there day by day that, you know, nobody sees when you're up there holding a trophy, man.
It's so real, man. And I think what I've learned with stereotype, it's unconditional love, because it's like a kid. You have to like feed it. You have to make sure to take care of it and make sure it gets to school on time, or you know what I mean? Because otherwise,
you got to sacrifice, man.
It fails if you fail to take care of it.
It's true. And
I think what I've learned with stereotype, what I think I could take into the next relationship that I'm in,
I'm listening.
That I feel could go longer than 11 years, is unconditional love. It's just being like, you know what? Regardless of what we go through, as long as we really stay true to whatever we're doing, we're good.
Yes, sir.
If you keep that unconditional vibe, and there's a lot of elements to it.
It's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done, but you know, you gotta fight, man. You gotta fight.
Exactly. So I learned that with it 11 years, and it's cool too, because I feel like an underdog too in it, because people are always like, yo, don't you want to be in Macy's and don't you want to be?
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, I'm actually enjoying
Yeah,
where we are. I like kind of being a boutique online that you may get it, you may not. And, there's no pressure to deliver on March 8th, the new winter wardrobe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that I don't want to be responsible. It's just,
I mean, it's a time and place
there's
for,
different things.
For those kind of things. But, yeah, man, enjoying the come up, man. That's another underdog thing, man. Just being there at that moment, even just being there at the moment is a lifetime worth of opportunity. Just right there, saying the right thing, doing the right thing, showing the effort. Somebody's watching you. You never know. You never know who's looking. You never know. There's a guy with $1 million who likes the song. Nobody plays it but him. But so, is that a win? Yeah, in my opinion.
Yeah,
that's a win, man.
I like that, man. It's definitely it's about enjoying the journey, because we're on the journey most of the time, as opposed to the destination.
Yeah.
So might as well enjoy that. It's not like we could wait until, okay, I'm going to enjoy everything once I get to the destination. But then you got to get to the next one. So,
yes, sir. Yeah, don't stop.
Enjoy that journey.
I call that the ride, man. The ride is, it's scary at times, but, you push through, man. I can't believe where I'm at right now. It's a beautiful thing. I could have been drunk, just out of myself, just feeling bad for myself, just that and the third, blah, 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 woe is me. But, man, it's stronger to stand up and be a voice for the underdog, man. Be a voice for somebody who's not doing well. Like, I listen to some music and I have to turn it off. Because at that time, it's like, yo, I don't got a Bentley. I'm walking to work. I'm taking the bus. I don't got change like that. I don't want to hear about your Rollie. I don't want to hear about it right now.
I hear you.
I kind of just want to get my mind right. So that's what makes me create the content that I create. Because, there's regular people out here with regular struggles that don't have a voice for them. Sometimes when you get to the top, you forget about everything that you had to do. You forgot you had to figure out how to print that first shirt, man. That first, like, how do I package this? How do I get the online store to stay updated?
It's crazy, like that, man. Yeah. I think that's important too, because we get to a point where we advance in a bit, but then we kind of lose our passion because the business side is on it, and if we don't hit the number. So I've dealt with that too.
Yeah.
But I think another lesson that I learned, I think even in relationships, the way that you were before you made that person into your relationship, like the way you courted them, the way you pursued it, the way you pulled out the chair, the way you opened the door. Keep that with you.
Yeah.
No matter when it is. It doesn't, it's not like, oh, we've advanced now. I don't have to be.
Sounds like a winning formula to me. No, honestly.
I don't got to be sentimental now because I got this.
Yeah.
No, the minute you do that is the minute you drop that shit.
Yeah, you're going to lose it.
And I think the same thing with our passion. If we remember where we started, that's why I try to always help someone make their first shirt.
Yeah.
And now I kind of make that my business.
Yeah.
So I'm always kind of getting that thrill again.
That's interesting.
And that's real, bro. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where the Underdog's Bite 2 goes from here.
Yeah, man. We've been working for a while, low key, but man, between all of my brothers, man, we got 200 songs. We got 50 videos, and still my bro John Paul right now, he was one of the first rappers in Underdog's Bite 2. He does straight fitness now. Everything he does is fitness. So eventually we're going to cross over and, get your body right. Get your body right. My boy Grim, Get Rich in Mind. That's what he does. He's a wild boy. His mind is elevated to another plane of existence. I can't even explain to you like this man's drive for what's right and what's wrong. He's a white guy. And that's my brother. Like, that's what I loved about Underdogs, because we didn't look the same. We wasn't from the same place or nothing, but collectively, we're as strong as anything that ever existed.
That's so cool.
So you know.
It's excellent, man.
Yeah, man. Underdogs Bite 2. YouTube it, Google it. You'll see.
That's real, man. We talked about a lot of gems.
Mm-hmm.
What would you tell someone that maybe is an underdog that's trying to, get into the game of what they're trying to do? Like what I know you talked about persistence and don't, do whatever it takes. Like what other maybe bit of knowledge you could share as someone who is an underdog?
I think I learned this in like second grade, and I didn't know what it means. It's like they was talking about manifest destiny, talking about, see it before it happens, believe these kind of things. Man, listen, nope. I told people I rapped and they laughed. They thought it was a joke. They're like, you don't rap. I knew you for years. But I'm like, yo, low key, I've been writing for years, and I just never portrayed it. So at the end of the day, just work on your craft, whatever it is. I don't care if you're a ball handler or if you're a pitcher or you make cupcakes. I don't care what it is. You know how to make that cupcake special. You put a little spike in it, a little eggnog with a little whatever you do. Just perfect your craft and do it to the best of your ability. And at the end of the day, you link with like-minded people and it's gonna work and it's gonna be a beautiful thing. So that's all I can say, man. Stay persistent and work on your craft,
That's fire, man.
Yeah, man.
So where could people find you guys and you? And once again, maybe the album, where they can find that and the name.
The website is not up and running at the moment. That's pending right now.
Okay.
But you could go to YouTube, YouTube UBT Music, or just type in Underdogs Bite 2. A million things are gonna pop up. Go to Google, type in Underdogs Bite 2. A million things are going to pop up. We have music on Audio Mac, SoundCloud, all streaming platforms we have music on. So if you want to look for me personally, Dot Dali, go to soundcloud.com/Tupac_Dot. The number 2, PAC_Dot. That's me on Twitter, on Instagram, on every social media platform. I am Tupac Dot. Yeah, man, I share links daily. I don't mind sending you the projects, bringing you a CD, showing you a visual. Underdogs Bite 2, we in the streets of Brooklyn and Staten to PA now. My boy Grim in PA, but, shouts to him, shouts to Flight, who I think I just seen pull up. Yeah, man, we out here. Underdogs Bite 2, real rap, salute.
Shout out to everyone who's been tuning in. Make sure to support the homie Dot Dali, the whole Underdogs Bite 2. And make sure to check out all the crew. Shout out to Grim and Timmy Flight.
Yes, sir.
Also, big shout out to Maker Park Radio.
Yes, sir.
For giving us a home. Make sure to check out Maker Park Radio, makerparkradio.nyc, and check out all the amazing shows that are on here. If you're tuning in live, make sure to keep it locked. The Lemonade Show is about to be going down in about 10 minutes. Tune in, support.
Yeah, man.
And, don't stop dreaming. If you're out there, make it happen.
Shouts to Dave Noodlez, too, man. This man doesn't get enough credit for the things that he does. He's amazing.
Thank you, man.
That's my boy, Ride or Die. Maker Park Radio, Type 88. It's your boy, Dot Dali. Salute.